working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
Today we've had a national tragedy. Two airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
Today, America remembers. 18 years after 9/11, we'll take you to ceremonies across the country and here at home as we remember that fateful day.
And a local woman whose father survived the 9/11 attacks working in the World Trade Center when the planes hit shares their emotional story.
That's his smile, that's his dimples.
We'll take you inside the Portrait of a Warrior gallery for an emotional fallen hero roll call as local men and women who've given their lives in the name of freedom are remembered. This is Wednesday, September 11th, 2019. And good morning. It's just past 5 a.m. Good to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher. And we're going to be talking all morning about those remembrance ceremonies and taking you live to them both here locally and across the country.
But first, we're going to take a look at your forecast. And also on this anniversary of 9/11, this is a great opportunity for you to come on out and support our local veterans who are transitioning back to civilian life after 9/11.
Good morning, Maddie. Good morning, Alex. Yeah, on September 11th, 2001, our country jumped into action. We had a lot of soldiers go off to war, and not all the time they came back as they left. And that's what the Wounded Heroes Fund is all about, helping out those veterans who stood up for our country. And today we're asking you to come out and support them in our Wounded Heroes Barbecue right across from our studios. It's all going to kick off at 10:30 this morning, and we'll be serving a tri-tip lunch with a cookie, chips, and a drink, all for only $10, and all the money raised today stays here in our community for our veterans. And the Wounded Heroes Project has so many great programs to help out those who really need it, who have come back from different conflicts. So we hope that you will come out today and support this. Again, it all starts at 10:30, and you couldn't ask for a better day on the weather front for a barbecue with temperatures into the 80s this afternoon. By the time lunch is in full swing, we will be in the 70s. Take a look at our high yesterday. Are you ready for it? It was comfortable. It was perfect. 83 degrees was the high yesterday, far from the record of 107 set back in 1944. Right now, we sit at 64 degrees. It is just perfect out here right now with just a light breeze. As we take a look at the hour by hour today, we'll be right near 68 at 9, 74 at 11, and look at between 1 and 3. We're going to be in the lower 80s, 85 by 5. For the mountains, we're currently at 50 right now, a west-northwest wind at 9 miles per hour. And as we take a look at the temperatures throughout the day, very nice, upper 60s by 11, and we'll be looking at 70s throughout the afternoon. So a great day to come down and support the Wounded Heroes Project, and we hope that you will come out as well. Again, it all kicks off at 10:30. We'll be serving the tri-tip lunch, which is delicious, until 2:30. I'll have much more coming your way from outside our studios in just a little bit.
Looking forward to lunch. Thanks so much, Kev.
All right, let's take a look at your morning commute on this Wednesday morning and take you outside for the first time to the 99 near White Lane, and it's looking pretty clear on that side of town. There was a wrong-way driver on the 58 westbound lanes out Mount Vernon, near Mount Vernon Avenue, but again, that was about 10 minutes ago. So hopefully CHP, there's no more details at this time, but hopefully CHP was able to pull that driver over. Other than that, things are looking pretty good across the county. We'll have another check coming up in about 15 minutes.
5:03 now. It's a somber day in America. September 11th. 18 years ago today, terrorists hijacked 4 planes and carried out suicide attacks. 2 planes hit the World Trade Centers, bringing them down, along with thousands inside. 2 other planes crashed into the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, killing dozens of others. Last night, the New York skyline shone bright with tribute lights shining up from Ground Zero. In remembrance of that fateful day, numerous events are happening around Kern County and our country to honor those killed.
17's Tabitha Mills joins us live this morning from Fire Station 15 in Southwest Bakersfield, where city police and firefighters will gather today along with the public to remember. Good morning, Tabs.
Good morning, Maddie and Alex. Yeah, there's going to be a ceremony here at Fire Station 15 today to make sure that we never forget, that we always remember what happened on that day on September 11th, 18 years ago. And joining me this morning with the Bakersfield Fire Department is Casey Snow. Casey, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here today and why you encourage the public to come out.
Definitely, the public is definitely invited out. We want to memorialize every hero that was part of 9/11. We've got a beautiful memorial, beautiful service planned.
What can they just come up and drive up and donate flowers, or what can they do?
Yeah, they can drive up, hopefully watch the ceremony itself, and just memorialize the heroes.
Now, I know that this is a day dedicated to all first responders. Why should we remember all first responders today?
Every first responder that was there, they went there and they did their job in a time of tragedy. They should be honored.
That's true. And that event, thank you, Casey, for joining us. That event is starting this morning at 8:30. It's at Fire Station 15 on Buena Vista Road. And if you have any questions, you can find more information on kget.com. But we're going to move over just a little bit and show you a piece of the 9/11 memorabilia here at the Fire Station 15. It's the We Shall Never Forget beam that stands here, a piece of that tragic day, just to, as I mentioned, make sure that we never forget and always remember. Maddie and Alex, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Tabs. Well, years have gone by, but the memory of that day has not faded. As you know, today marks 18 years since thousands of people were killed in one of the most cowardly acts of hate against the U.S.
This morning, we hear from a woman directly affected by the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Vanessa Dillon joins us this morning to share her emotional story.
Good morning, guys. Morgan Sokolow says her dad, Alan, is her best friend. So when she got a call from her mom saying a plane hit his building on the morning of September 11th, 2001, she says time felt like it stood still.
She's on the phone with me, and all of a sudden we're on, and you just hear, oh my God, on the TV, and it hits the other building, and it was pretty intense. It's almost 20 years later, and it's still like so fresh in my mind.
Nearly 2 decades ago, thousands of lives changed forever. And for people like Morgan Sokolow, that morning remains fresh, forever ingrained in her mind. Mostly because her favorite person was inside one of the Twin Towers that very morning.
I just kept hoping for a good outcome. I just kept hoping that that I was going to be one of the lucky ones. I was. But it could have very easily gone the wrong way. So I think that's probably why it's so emotional, because it very easily could have gone the other direction.
It turns out Alan Sokolow was one of the lucky ones that day, still here to tell the story, and a daughter proud to share the heroism he and so many others embodied.
He's my best friend, he's my business partner, and, he's my hero, and I can't even imagine what it would be like now, not having him.
Also a hero to so many others. As a former ER doctor, Alan stayed back to help those who were hurt, despite standing next to a crumbling tower.
The look on his face was just so, I'll never forget it. It was just so intense and so just forlorn, lost, just totally just in shock. And it took a long, long time to get over that whole experience.
But every year that goes by, the memory of 9/11 is one that gives Morgan, Alan, and thousands of others a chance to remember the lives who didn't make it to tell their story today.
So many neighbors, so many friends ended up dead. There were funerals every day for 2 months.
But mostly, Morgan and her dad stay grounded in gratitude as every year goes by, always hoping the tragedy serves as a reminder to be kind.
I wish the younger generation would understand how unified and how close everyone became after this, because it was it's not worth that trauma and experience to not be helping each other and be kind to each other and care about each other,
Today, Alan lives in Florida. The father-daughter duo remain close and reflect on that day, that morning, obviously, of September 11th every year. So it's definitely, as you can see, very emotional still for the family.
I can't even imagine. And, to be able to share his story and his heroism, though, I know that's just got to feel great as a daughter. So.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Vanessa.
Thank you.
It is 5:09 now, and a man accused of stabbing his sister to death is due in court today. It happened Monday morning on South Green Street in Tehachapi. Family says Joey Armstrong killed his sister Gina. They told 17's Omar Perez Joey was seen leaving the house with a knife, allegedly trying to stop his wife and children from escaping after stabbing Gina Armstrong. But another neighbor confronted Armstrong and helped his wife drive away. Police arrived a short time later and found Gina in the garage. Paramedics rushed her to the Kern Medical, where she later died. Joey Armstrong is being held without bail. A man accused of attempted murder after hitting a man with a tree branch is set to appear before a judge today. Bakersfield police say the attack happened Monday morning on East California Avenue, just a few blocks off of Union Avenue. Officers found a man who'd been hit in the head by a tree branch. At last check, he was in critical condition. Officers arrested 35-year-old Jesus Reyes in connection with that attack. He's being held on a $500,000 bail.
5:10 now. A Tehachapi woman charged with killing her ex-husband is set to appear before a judge again this morning. Police say Wendy Howard shot and killed her ex-husband, Kelly Pitts, on June 5th. Court documents reveal it happened after she reported him to police for allegedly molesting their 16-year-old daughter. During the argument, Howard says Pitts drove his quad toward her and ran over her foot. She claims she felt threatened and shot him. Right now, Howard is behind bars being held on $1 million bail. Today, she's requesting that amount be reduced.
5:11 now, and it is a major step forward toward helping the homeless get off the streets. But it was a decision that came with concerns. It's called a low barrier shelter. The site would be on O Street near Golden State Avenue in the 178. The shelter would provide services including mental health, substance abuse, job training, and veterans assistance. Supervisors say inaction on homelessness in Kern County is unacceptable. They say this plan helps the growing problem, but opponents say they're worried about the location.
Having seen these people get hit by cars, if you put them on, where they're crossing Golden State, you got to put some kind of crossing mechanism that allows them to safely cross. Otherwise, I think you'll just be causing them to get hit by cars, and that's unfortunate.
If you plop this in our little community, you're going to devastate us. You're just going to devastate us. So I would think about another area for this.
The goal is to get the shelter running by the end of this year.
5:12 now, and we say never forget, but most of today's students weren't even born yet.
How educators are teaching the lessons of 9/11 in today's classrooms. That's coming up at 5:30.
Well, and I clicked on the website, and I actually went to the wrong barbecue because the main under event wasn't on there. It's your November one, so it threw me off. I almost wrote down the one at the fairgrounds. Because I just went straight to the events tab, and this one wasn't on there.
This one should just be on the front page of this.
Huh?
Is this just on the front page of this?
I think so. Actually, I think I had to go to. I think I went to KGT, or I typed in Google Wounders Hero Barbecue. You can stay here because you're going to come talk with me. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Sarah Wendy Porter will be with me. Wendy. What? Wendy Porter, Wounded Heroes. She's going to talk with me. Yes. Executive Director.
Nothing's changed.
No, nothing's
wait,
changed. Wait. Now, 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check 1 2. All right.
I had channel 2 up first.
He had channel 2 to get some video. Wounded Heroes. Oh, okay. All right. Come right over here, Wendy, and then I'll have you come in.
The new logo.
Oop. Then I'll stand here, and then when I mention your name, just kind of walk into me. Yep. Okay. Has all 7 years been out here? Yeah.
Right here.
That went dead already? Those batteries must have been not as charged as you thought, because they usually last all day.
Welcome back here at 5:15, and we're checking out your forecast, and it's going to be a beautiful day for a barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, this is all going to help the Wounded Warriors Fund. Let's turn things over to Kevin Charette outside our studios.
Yeah, Wounded Heroes is such an important organization in our community, and we're asking you to come out today and support this cause. There are a lot of veterans in our community who have served our country, and Wounded Heroes offers an array of different programs to really help them get back on their feet. And I want to bring in Wendy Porter right now with Wounded Heroes, and you guys do so many great things for our veterans in the community. What is today all about for you guys?
You know, today is just about bringing the community together. We wouldn't be here if the community didn't support us from day one. And so this is just a way of bringing the community together again and help support a great cause, see us face to face. If they have questions or want to learn more about us, we're going to be here. Pretty much everybody from Wounded Heroes Fund will be here today working. And in this donation of $10, you're going to get a great meal, but that $10 is going to help keep our doors open, our programs going, and more programs, and hopefully our new office building opened up here pretty soon.
And we've been doing this 7 years. How much have you grown in the 7 years?
Well, 7 years, so in 7 years, a lot. We started in my house at my kitchen table with my husband and friends, and now we're remodeling and getting ready to move into a 5,000 square foot community center, basically. So it's been a really crazy, fun ride.
And you couldn't have done it without community support.
We're 100% donations, operated on donations. So without the community believing in us and trusting us to be good stewards of their donations, then we wouldn't be standing here.
Well, that's why we're asking you to step up today and come out and enjoy a great barbecue lunch. You're going to get a tri-tip sandwich, chips, drink, and a cookie, all for $10. And guess what? You get a bonus. You're going to get a beautiful forecast. You couldn't ask for a better day to come out and grab lunch across from our studios here in downtown. So we hope everybody will join us. It all kicks off at 10:30, and we'll be serving this delicious lunch until we run out or up until 2:30. Today, I'll tell you, is going to be just as beautiful as yesterday. As we take a look at the temperatures this morning, you almost need a light jacket. We've got just a light breeze. Out at Meadows Field, it's calm, but here in downtown, the flag is moving just a little bit. 64 degrees on the temperature. Overnight for us so far, 64. This is where we should be this time of year. Normal high is 91. We'll be shy of that. And 107, the record, set back in 1899, a long time ago. Right now, we've got 61 in Fresno, 59 in the Bay Area with 60s down to the south. Vegas, nice, 71 with lower 80s out of Phoenix. Satellite and radar not showing much. We're under clear skies. No changes on that front. We did see some windy conditions in the mountains overnight. We had a wind advisory. That is canceled out. 59 in clear skies out of the Bay Area with a light wind out of the west at 7. And here's our jet stream pattern. We are going to see temperatures rise for the weekend right near 100 again, but it will be short-lived. By Monday, you can see another trough develops out of the north, and 80s will return early next week. So something to look forward to. Today, we're looking at 89 in Sacramento, 88 in Fresno with 70s and 80s down to the south. LA will be right near 81. Your air quality today holding on to the moderate range with an AQI at 51. And today, calling for sunny skies and beautiful barbecue weather. 85 degrees in Bakersfield. We'll see the same in Delano, McFarland, 83 in Maricopa. And then for the mountains in the Kern River Valley, sunny skies, 72 in Frazier Park, 68 in Tehachapi, 80s for the Kern River Valley, and still a little bit of a breeze out there throughout the day. And then for the desert, 85 in Mojave. Your extended forecast, you can see the warm-up as we get closer to the weekend. Saturday, 101, but then look at that, lower 80s by next Tuesday. Mountain forecast. Also a little warmer for the weekend, upper 80s by Saturday, 60s return by Tuesday, and the Kern River Valley forecast a little warmer for the weekend, but then again, we will cool down again by early next week. But again, it's going to be a great day to support the Wounded Heroes Project. We hope that you will come out. Again, it all kicks off at 10:30 this morning. It's going to be a great day to come out and support our vets. We'll send it back to you.
All right, it certainly is.
Absolutely, and of course, this is a great way to, obviously pay tribute to the 9/11 victims and the sacrifices that have taken place over so many years.
All right, thanks so much, Kev.
All right, let's take a look at your morning commute one more time, show you how things are shaping up on the 99 at Airport Drive, and it's looking pretty clear right there. Everything else around the county also looking really good to start off your Wednesday morning. We'll have another check coming up in about 15 minutes.
Freedom isn't free, and a reminder sits in downtown Bakersfield.
How the Portrait of a Warrior Gallery is expanding, that's coming up after this.
Welcome back at 522. It's a place of healing and remembrance, but also a reminder that freedom isn't free. A day before the nation marks 18 years since the September 11th attacks, the Portrait of a Warrior Gallery on I Street in downtown Bakersfield marked its first anniversary. It opened 1 year ago as a place to honor Kern County's fallen heroes.
Vision several years ago, and to see it come to fruition, and a year later after our grand opening, it's just makes my heart sing.
Yesterday, Bank of America donated $5,900 and Strata Credit Union donated $3,500 to expand the World War II and Korean War exhibitions. The gallery says its goal is to help families heal. It plans to dedicate 3 more portraits this Saturday. This afternoon, dozens of motorcyclists will rev their engines to support Kern County veterans. The Armed Forces Support Foundation is holding its 13th annual 9/11 Support Our Troops Memorial Ride. Riders will meet at 3 o'clock this afternoon at the Bakersfield Harley-Davidson. From there, they'll head to Stockdale High, then ride past the 9/11 Memorial Beam to the park at Riverwalk. Participants are asked to give a $10 donation. That money will directly benefit Kern County veterans through the Armed Forces Support Foundation.
The ceremonies to honor and remember the lives lost on 9/11 don't stop today. This weekend, local police officers and firefighters will join in the Tunnel to Towers 5K run and walk. The second annual run is happening at 7 a.m. on Sunday at the park at Riverwalk. Organizers say the run is a way to never forget the sacrifices first responders made on 9/11, and those first responders continue to make on a daily basis. Money raised will benefit the Stephen Stiller Tunnel to Towers Foundation to support families of fallen veterans and first responders. Stiller was a New York firefighter who lost his life at Ground Zero in New York when the Twin Towers collapsed.
It's 524 now. Apple shows off its latest crop of smartphones.
Coming up, the surprising low price for one of the new models and a new streaming service. That's in Business Watch. Coming up after the break. What?
Get thee to the key.
Thank you. See, the thing is, here's the thing. It's subtle so that you're not going to necessarily, see it right away. Yeah, it's subtle. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, look at these cufflinks. See the cufflinks? There they are. Look how nice those are.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back. It is 5:27 now, and Apple has unveiled several new products and updates to some of its classics. But the biggest cheer didn't come for new gadgets. It came for price.
Apple TV Plus will be available in over 100 countries at launch. And it is just $4.99 per month.
That is the monthly price for Apple TV Plus, the new TV streaming service that rolls out November 1st. And at that price, some tech experts say it could undercut Netflix and Disney streaming services. Apple is also rolling out a new video game subscription service for $5 a month. That starts a week from tomorrow. And of course, customers will still get new updated iPhones and watches. The regular iPhone starts at $699, I should say. Target seems to be expecting a good holiday shopping season. The retailer announced plans to hire more than 130,000 temporary workers this year. That is up from 120,000 it brought on last year. Target says it'll be offering temp employees $13,000 an hour, $13 an hour rather, and discounts to the store. Coming on as a temp can also be an entry point for people hoping to start careers with the company. Target officials say 40% of the seasonal workers they hired last year stayed beyond the holiday season. Maddie?
All right, thanks, Alice. Coming up in our next half hour on Sunrise, your Wednesday weather is looking beautiful, and it's a great day to help local veterans as we remember 9/11 and those who fought for our freedoms. I'll tell you how you can join us for lunch and pay tribute to those heroes when Kevin joins us outside next.
Check, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check, check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Good morning. Good morning. Okay.
Oh, I knew that. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5.